Wait, there's no caster? Fuck, I'm gonna keep watching. Or was that? No, no.
Minutes again. They have to deal with Chalice, who sits in the sandstorm, is going to back out the charge. Probably not going to complete it. Okay, takes a few shots from the fountain, no big deal. Dances it off.
I'm missing something so different.
They're going to take Rax 20 minutes in.
Absolutely perfectionist.
Ame has finally realized what the situation is, and it is dire. He's going to try to get his BKB just so he can fight, but it's really the damage that they lack right now.
Where's that damage going to come in? They finally finish at the BKB, but I'm not sure if that's much of a game changer for PSG LGD. Even if Somnus had his, that's not going to give you the damage you just blatantly
need against this Alchemist, who now has an AC and is soon going to have a heart. Oh, he's got a heart? I thought he just completed the AC. Yeah, it's 20 minutes in.
First round.
30 seconds to battle!
Or OG. And you can make as many arguments you want about an Alchemist and how he's supposed to be ahead, but no way he's supposed to be this far ahead.
Yeah, 17K. Normally when we say that, we mean like 5, 6. That's okay. 17, you are behind.
Chain stun. They're going to be able to get 2 different stuns, but Somnus holds on to his Thompson makes his entrance back you back. He's going to be another with the double damage from Thompson and Anna.
The battle begins!
So much damage as well. Tier 2 to fall. And a tier 3 surely to follow as PSG LGD, they just lack the strength to be able to deal with this any longer. Thompson's going to be able to get his entrance into X-Nova. Follow up on it, Chalice, as Jarek's managed to get the Nether Strike onto him. Chalice, Burrow strikes away.
And they're just going to call it.
GG.
Sven picked up his BKB, not even going to bother at this point. He understands how this game has been done in.
I mean, Anna couldn't have said it better, right? Win this champion. Disrespect. I'm sorry, crowd. Where are you at?
Excuse me?
Where are you at? I don't hear you.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Extra motivation.
Oh yeah.
You see NoTail, he says, I want all the smoke.
OG, don't give them a reason to play against you like that. They already showed it once, not once, but twice against EG. When they've got some vendettas on the line, OG shows up to play, and boy, did they.
This game too, absolutely perfect, as OD and Anna said in that game. What a victory for OG, 1-1 now. Yeah, you notice no booze this time. The crowd knows, they're like, oh no.
Hey,
we
you gotta give it up. You gotta give it up to good performance. You can't poke the any longer. OG tie the series.
we keep talking about the crowd strats. Definitely do think it's important, but I also think one of the really important things is going to be coming prepared with your own strats. And I think no matter how many pieces of paper you bring out, I think a lot of them are going to have ALK written all over them, Lacoste.
Yeah, let me just check my notes real quickly. Yeah, that's it. Ban ALK.
Oh. It's a good one.
It's really hard to play against Alchemist when you give him a free farm at the start. He had a 10-minute Radiance. They didn't address his farm. Also, Dragonite on the mid lane is going for Hand of Midas. It's a good build if you can sustain. But with this kind of alignment, Spirit Breaker, ALK, and Darkseer, they're going to run it. And this is one of the better combos that I've seen besides the Tiny and the Faceless Void. You give Iron Shell to the Radiance carrier to ALK plus Sweet just runs, and once you get that BKB, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I have that on my notes as well. I just ban ALK. I think that this is something that's definitely a theme throughout the tournament.
Yeah. It's Alchemist, and the thing was, it wasn't even a first phase Alchemist. They had plenty of times to ban it. It was their third pick. We saw the Chen. I was really surprised. When you first picked Chen, I was like, oh, Alchemist's gonna get banned in the second phase. Yeah. And you let it through, and it looked like they had a decent counter because they did okay in the other lanes. Obviously, the
Damn, I really
farming,
don't like that screen
I mean, the
tearing.
free farming too. Obviously, ALK accelerates more, but eventually you're gonna get run over. It's a Spirit Breaker, freaking Darkseer.
And it felt like it got to a point too where that one fight in the river, where the Shao Demon wasn't level 6. I thought they had that fight, and then I look at X-Nova, I'm like, oh, he doesn't have Purge. And so without that Purge, the Iron Shell's coming. He got out of the ice bath with the ulti there from the Alchemist right after, and he just
ran them down. I think that's like such a crucial fight. It's hard to like bring a whole game down to such a moment like that, but that's one of those times you just really need to cut that momentum.
Exactly, and the Alchemist lineup will punish you with those small mistakes.
Radiant structures
so
are
easy to
fortified.
snowball with it. Like you have a tower here on top of it, you have Chen who amplifies the heal, the Chalice was trying to get a Spirit Vessel, but even if you get a Spirit Vessel, he's still gonna have a BKB plus 1/2 more items at the time.
And I mean, one of the outcomes, right? It's always like life source mobility, and you just have a surge behind you 24/7. It's crazy. You can always get in and out of fights whenever you want.
And I do want to kind of go back to that first game, right? In the first game, we say that it's a very skirmish style of Dota. When we get to the second game, it's going to be a different story.
Yeah, it was just in your face. Like we said, OG's the team that lost. They're the team who has to swap it up, and they definitely did. They were just, from 10 minutes onward, they were always chasing down a hero. They were never farming.
And we had cooldowns as an issue last game, right? We have like Faceless Void, we have Tide Hunter. This game, nothing. Now the only cooldown you have to worry about is like Alchemist Ultimate.
Now, when we look forward to the third game, I do kind of want to, for anybody tuning in right now, to see the winners final, to get a look at that first team in the grand final. Also, I do kind of want to say right now, like, what is the style of these teams for anyone who maybe didn't even watch last year, because this is a rematch from the same point last year. What makes these teams so strong?
I guess I would just kind of go back to this idea of like OG's built around. It feels like breaking the game. Like they like to do damage resistance stacking. They like to introduce new heroes as cores that weren't supposed to be cores, or sometimes new heroes as supports that maybe weren't supports. Yeah, they're trying to pick something that you're not ready for and try and catch you off guard with it. Whereas LGD, no mystery, right? I feel like they're just extremely good. They're clinical, they're calculated, they're playing very good Dota. So you have this battle of like, are you gonna get caught by surprise, or are LGD gonna play their game?
It didn't look that convincing at the winners bracket and part of the losers bracket as well, but they kind of copied what OG is doing. Like they took the carry IO and they managed to throw out the Ouija gaming in a series 2-0, 25-minute games, and it feels like this is the style that you need to play. If enemy team picks more late game oriented heroes, you just punish it or play around the big ulti cooldown, which right now OG didn't have any, so they just run at you.
Yeah, eventually you start to see that some of these things that, yes, they may catch you off guard, they might be a surprise, but when it's actually iterated on, something that is strong as well, you might see become pages that are added surprised everybody pretty much instantly, and now people are actually talking about whether or not it should be banned and in what scenarios.
Yeah, I mean, I've got it right here on page 7,000. I'm surprised it's not seeing more play, but I think it's going to keep permanently banned from this. You can't let OG. I think it's always going to be IO mag ban versus OG every single game. Grand final, losers bracket now.
Yeah, it is very interesting, like you said, to see the team start to adapt to that very quickly, but we have that fire and ice.
This guy's an
We have a
idiot.
team that we expect to play that textbook Dota, another team that's going to throw all the pages up in the air and make their own book. And that book was something that worked the last time, what worked in TI8 will work here in TI9, and I think already in this series, though, from both of these teams, we see how much flexibility that they really do have, because we can see two completely different games.
Dyer's top tower is under attack.
Game deciding who goes to the grand final.
Yeah, sure, it's TI. It's the last 2 days. You have to be flexible. You have to have all kinds of styles and strategies. And hopefully you still have something left. But if you've made this far in TI and you still have a strategy kind of left over that you really believe in, you're like unbelievable at Dota if you manage to get this far without pulling out said trick. So
What if you even use them?
maybe Liquid, right? They're probably like the only one where you can be like, okay, yeah, maybe they did. You gotta pull it out eventually.
Something you have to think about. Most of the cats are out of the bag. The thing is that we can actually look a little deeper. Is
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Before TI even started, Dove had a chance to sit down with LGD.
那去年的 DPC 排行榜，老干爹是排在了第6。你们对于去年一整年自己的发挥和这个成绩还满意吗？
就我个人而言的话，对第一可能发挥都满意了。然后整个队伍的状态 就是可能因为一些之前的影响，就肯定是整体来说都不太好嘛。
感觉每个比赛都是打的最好，今年这些都就一般吧打的。
那其实感觉这一整年很多选手都有比较大的进步。那你们是否觉得在 TI 8之后，心态上面有没有一些什么进步？
心态肯定进步的呀。
这一整年其实挺难熬的，对吧？那有没有一些比较开心的瞬间？
要说的话，应该是 VG 夺冠的瞬间吧。我们是 VG 老粉，VG 对 VG 夺冠我们很开心。
替 VG 开心。虽然去年一整年都很难熬，最难熬的时候是什么时候？
就有一段时间 maybe 就逃了，然后回去结婚了，我们非常难熬。
Dyer's top
就
tower
是在
is
队伍
under
人员不
attack.
整齐的时候，就会觉得稍微有点。但其实那个 Major 你们打的成绩还可以。
是这样，但当时就感觉还蛮有希望的。
查理斯一直在点头，你怎么看那段时间？
啊，那个最后一破手就是我，别说了。
Radiant's bottom tower is
主
under
动背
attack.
锅是不是？那问一下，去年有哪个人的哪句话让你至今还记得？
就是开始选人了，搬完了，准备1、2手选人了，他突然问了一句：“哎，我要把大不大？”就转头大，把大不大？
那其实老干爹虽然说拿了第6，但是前面的5支队伍都是很强的队伍。你们是否还觉得自己依然是一支很强的队伍
？VG 最强嘛 ，VG 跟那个秘密独一档，我们就靠后。
我们在采访 VG 的时候，他们说跟老干爹打训练赛河道都过不去。
乱说了，我们
一看就是造谣。
对，我们一过河就是他们乱杀，我们就是训练被他们打个什么10米这种。
对，我们的训练就是被 LGK 操盘，就是不让他转一下，不想让我们知道，想让我们知道我们。就我出发前 LGK 都突然说了一句：“你们去手拿了你们手，准备把你们打得很惨。”
事实上就是我们根本没怎么赢过他们，
真的很恐怖。
现在看到他们，我们都在发抖。
那再次来到 TI，两个人是抱着什么样的心态过来
？Dyer's top tower is under
不能
attack.
说想着什么复仇这种，
Dyer's
就是
structures
你
are
要复仇，你要向谁
fortified.
复仇吧？只能向 OG 啊。OG 呢，怎么说呢
？OG 当然也很强
啊，对 OG 当然也很强。反正就不能抱着这种心态，肯定要抱着一点正面一点的心态，就抱着这种负面的心态。
Dyer's top tower is under
我们在来
attack.
之前看过一段 FL 的采访，他说他自己的心理预期是，只要不拿第2名、第1名，其他任何几名都可以。你们怎么去看待？你的心理预期是？
Dyer's top tower is under attack.
因为你有些队伍训练不到，
Dyer's top tower
然
has
后现在
fallen.
你的队伍评估也不太确定。认真来说的话，你也预期不了，就是一往上就跑嘛。这个发型啊，我们是想着去往冠军那边靠嘛。
那这次 TI 在中国，一定要做的事情。
没有吧
Dyer's top tower is under attack.
好，那我们也希望老干爹能够打好自己的，好吗？谢谢。
One team that they were thinking about, it's OG. It's very fitting that we managed to make it all the way to this 3rd game. I think that that's one of the things that, you know, Lacoste even said when we were on the last panel. You're like, I just want to see this go all the way to the 3rd game. Now we're here. What do you want to see?
I want to see
Radiant's
game
middle tower is under attack.
I'm a big fan of the late game. I want to see those Aghanim scepter coming out, moon shards, you know. Late game Dota is pretty chaotic. The game yesterday where Tiny uses toss back to toss them on the spark raids or 2 days before.
Yeah.
I didn't sleep much, so my schedule is kind of confusing.
It's the excitement. It's that you never know what's going to happen of late game
rune
Dota.
of
It's where
invisibility.
The ultimate stress hits, right? When you're snowballing a game sometimes, those are the easiest games to just be kind of laughing away.
Yep.
You're like, oh, got him again. And you're like, oh, they can't kill me, guys. I'm just in between the tier 2 and tier 2. Like, that happens a lot. But when it gets to late game, it's really hard, I think, to keep those smiles up, which is something that obviously OG have done so well in the past. But you get this point where it's just like, okay, all right, we got Chrono up, yeah. Everyone, it gets quieter, I feel like. So I want to see that.
I just don't know if these teams will do. I think we could make it to the late game, but I don't think we're going to see like this chaos late game, right? I think the teams are too good.
Nah, I want to see
I want to, but I don't
Guys,
think
they went out first.
Yeah.
So
the decision making when when the game gets kind of confusing even for the pro players. Like, what is happening? This 3 volley from Tiny on a 12-second cooldown. How do you counter that? Like, you get Quelling Blade, cut down all the trees.
So that's why you want late game. You're trying to figure out how to deal with a Tiny Aghanim Scepter. That's a good question because no one knows the answer. That's another great reason to see. Oh, okay, cut down the trees.
No,
we're trying, buddy.
Get the cooldown to 60 seconds.
So I
Maybe
do.
nerf it.
Okay. Okay. There we go. Because I do want to say, trying to look at past matches as well. Are there any trends we talked about? Definitely wanting to look at our 4s when we actually go to head-to-head matchups where we could potentially see some of the most impactful play come out on the individual level. But Grant,
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
He's using a lot of mana to steal creeps as well from the Alchemist, which hurt him, and I think he is their big playmaker, right? He went Veil, Spear, Vessel, Safety.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Like, it just felt like he needs to be way more impactful on the map.
We're gonna keep
Holy shit. This motherfucker got calculated.
Their energy throughout the entirety of this matchup. This third game going to decide everything in the rematch from last year. The winner of this going to be going to the grand final.
You are dead now. You have been snapped dead. Damn, that was pretty cool.
Talk about just how different this game could be from the last one.
I want to try that.
Dire's middle tower is under
all of
attack.
the papers actually inside of that booth right now.
What do you think it's written besides the...
There's some little, there's the papers right there. That was it. Those are the real papers.
They finally
Mind games confirmed.
Yeah. I mean, just drafts, right? I think most teams just got drafts. Like, if they draft this, I know when I talk to a few coaches, it's literally, you know, we have these papers, and it's if they draft this, they ban this, we'll pick this, they'll pick that kind of thing. It's just a bunch. You just go down a checklist almost.
It's like a tree. It's like a decision tree, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
You're just kind of answering different things when they happen, so you don't get caught up in the moment when you're up on the main stage surrounded by.
I don't know.
You don't want to have this last pick, and all of a sudden you're like, oh my goodness, what is good? You always want to have something in the back of your mind.
We're very fortunate with all the resources we have too, right? We just have scrapbooks of drafts. It's so easy to just like open up one page and they're just all there.
Anyone
and you see the teams using the same tools that we use, right?
Yep.
Like they're just printing off pages.
They read it better.
Mm.
And by the way, Nahaz told me it was the 4th fastest ever timing on the Radiance. Ever, yes.
That helps.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And I thought it was a fast, but not that fast.
That's not podium level. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, it was interesting because I was watching the game, and I'm just like, the Sandstorm's actually stealing a lot of his neutral. He's Sandstorm, like, he's getting a ton of gold, and then Alex still just going super far. He could have had an even quicker one, because I thought the Sandstorm did okay in the first 5 minutes.
Not even in top 3, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, you're too loud, bro.
So we're setting some records here already when we're looking at that. We've set a lot of records at this TI. We really have. We see the highest placement of an entire region. And now we look at this matchup, and already there's 75% chance. Nahaz is probably going to yell at me for this, but Wick tweeted it out this way, so I might get out of dodge. A 75% chance that we see a two-time champ. I know that's see Nahaz shaking. That's how math works. I'm pretty sure. It's fine.
They won't know what got him.
Okay. Yeah, right. I think even if that was the case, that would still be incorrect. Right? Yeah, Nahaz is actually, I've never seen Nahaz smile. That dude loves numbers. He absolutely loves his stats. He's sitting there like a jolly guy just laughing at my numbers. But ultimately, we are in a position where we still do have so many potential two-time champions this time around. And when we look at the side of OG, obviously, how crazy would it be if not only we have the first time that somebody's been able to win, not one, but 2 TIs, be a back-to-back champion? Well, let's see if they are going to be able to make that giant leap. Will they be able to get the best seats in the house? Will they be able to go straight to the grand final?
PSG LGD versus OG. Game 3, the magic number when you're playing on the TI main stage, at least for us, the viewers. Maybe the teams would prefer 2-0, but luckily they don't get what they want.
But we do.
Yeah.
So here,